Here is Barkley, left side, big hole, Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47!
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap, Moss the block. Burrow going deep, he's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase!
LeBron leaked out, they didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in! Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer! 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts. Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three. Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught! Touchdown!
Timeout, SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit, throw. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history. Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore! Is it Brandon? Giannis says no! Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside! At both ends!
Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. As always, we will recap first. We did, once again, sweep the board. 4-0 sweep for the good guys. Second sweep for us in November. It's only 5 days in. Third sweep for us this week. Fourth sweep for us this season. We're less than a month in. Feeling really good about the NBA so far this season. Last night, okay, Scotty Barnes was a sweat. What's up, John? Appreciate you tapping in. Scotty Barnes was an absolute sweat. We had under 32.5 PRAs. He finished with 32. Not gonna lie, I was pretty worried about that one. 1 second here. Let me update this. Bop. Yeah, Scotty Barnes under 32.5, finished with 32. It was a blowout. I was questioning why he was still in the game. It was like 25-point blowout. Halfway through the fourth, he was still playing. We were really heavy in the Milwaukee-Toronto game. We also cashed Miles Turner under 20.5 PRs. Finished with either 17 or 18. Quickly under 16.5. We honestly kind of got bailed out with the blowout there as well. He had 15, I believe, going into the fourth and finished with 15. Yes, we did hit Giddy triple-double sprinkle and Giddy king of the court. If you were on stream yesterday, $94 bonus bet for the good guys as well. So yeah, Giddy triple-double sprinkle cashed as well as the king of the court. And then Con Kneppel, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Two quick ones, 2 quick threes, not fouls, 2 quick threes. We had 3+, 2 threes in the first quarter. Everything was looking good. And then he did not hit his next one until the fourth quarter, like halfway through the fourth. So that one became a sweat, even though it didn't feel like it. But ultimately we got there as well. Let me get props.cash open. I have nothing open yet. Honestly, like, I've been trying my best not to bet too early just because, yeah, you're going to get good lines, but you're just going to cook accounts. So if there's something great, I'm not saying there's not going to be any overnights, but doing my best to limit them so far this season. I don't think I've had a true overnight yet. Just some early shit. I've had some like 8 a.m. shit. Massive slate today. So we're coming off the 4-0 sweep. Hey, we got 57 tapped in so far, man. If you're making money with me this year, drop a like, drop a retweet. Shout out Sosa, shout out Moneybag Tone, shout out Night Fox, shout out Compton. I appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in with me daily. up 15.97 on the season. Just about everything's given out here on stream. So whether you're in the Discord or just tuning in at noon, you're up massive, man. I mean, 16 units. I don't even know if there's been 16 days in the season. So hopefully we can keep it up. I'm not trying to talk too much shit. Just saying, drop a like, drop a retweet on that. Especially if you up with me. Especially if you already up with me. All right, we do have to keep an eye out. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you, John, for NBA underdog news. Before we get too deep into that, let's just kind of go through what's out there right now. Terrence Shannon Jr. downgraded to questionable. I doubt he goes, given that. Anthony Edwards did go through shoot-around. Expect him to be back today. DeAndre Hunter, illness, downgraded to questionable. Let's see. Indy, everybody's out. Philly's yet to submit, but I believe Jared McCann is back today. Utah, Walker Kessler is out, and then Georgia's Niang has been out. Cleveland, Darius Garland could make his return today. The news on that one was kind of weird because the first thing we got is Darius Garland available to make his return tomorrow. And then like an hour or two later, we got an update, Darius Garland questionable. So I guess the true tag is questionable. At one point yesterday, I was assuming he was good to go. Jared Allen, Sam Merrill, both also questionable in that one. Tobias Harris is out. Detroit, everyone else has been out. Karl Anthony Towns is questionable. I think the Knicks are on a back-to-back. Jabari Smith and Steve Adams, both questionable in Houston. AD out. I think Zion is out 7 to 10 days. So he'll be out for the Pelicans again. Jamal Murray probable, Jimmy Butler questionable. I had my first DraftKings early exit cash yesterday. I had Jimmy. They had the live boost. It was just some bullshit. I took like Jimmy 20, Steph 20, Harden 20 right after tip. Steph and Harden were there with ease. Jimmy finished with just 2, but DraftKings paid out. So shout outs. Levine and Sabonis both questionable. If Levine doesn't go, I think Russ could go to fuck off. Shaden Sharp probable. Jeremy Sohan, Kelly Olynyk, Lindy Walters all questionable. Reeves questionable. Hayes probable. That's kind of everything. All right, let's get into today's slate, man. It's a massive one. Let me open up the sides and totals too. Let me just give this a refresh. First game's a 10-point slate. You know, I'm not afraid of these 10-point underdogs. It's really when you get to, 12, 13, 14, OKC plays the Pelicans or some shit. Celtics Wizards, though, at 12 is kind of unappealing. Not a bad slate, though. Couple of 9s that hopefully stay competitive, could get ugly. Then we have just the one game tomorrow. I'll still go live because we have NFL too, so I'll have enough, but we should be in and out of here in about an hour. All right, Allen questionable, Garland questionable, Merrill questionable, Hunter now questionable as well. McCain should be good to go. This is a back-to-back, right? Yeah, Embiid won't play. And then I haven't seen anything that say that George is officially back yet. I think he's just close. Underdog NBA, Paul George. Not expected. Oh. Out for Tuesday. So, okay, out for today as well, right? Or do we have official news? Because that was yesterday. It looks like PG's right on the fence. I don't think he's officially been ruled out yet, but I haven't seen anything to say he's in. I'm pretty sure I saw McCain is in, though, and then just knowing Philly Embiid's out on the back-to-back. This game is kind of hard to attack with all the questionable tags. First game back for Garland, I think he'd be on some kind of minutes limit. Nothing official for Allen. I don't know how Mobley will be affected. 104 of 7 already this season. Should cook Philly, but I mean, if Jared Allen goes down, there should be no drop off. This might be my first play right here. Tyrese Maxey over 3.5 3-pointers made. He keeps chucking this year. I'm not mad at a Maxey threes. Let me give this a refresh as well. Come on, here we go. Make the fuck up. I will show y'all a little bit of the model today. I'm getting there. Like, actually, low key, let's do that right now. We go here, share this tab instead. So Maxey, I've got at a 28.9.2 threes attempted. Wow, that only puts me at 3.31. 3-point made rank. They are 20th. Cleveland is 20th. Catch and shoot D. I'm missing my pick and roll ball handler data. It should be right here. As I said, this isn't finished. It's close. Where is Maxey at 10? 10, I'm at 3.6. Oh, man. It feels like the right side, to be completely honest with you. I got FanDuel 125. 09 at Caesars. No, 122 at Caesars. I'm sorry. Even money at Hard Rock. 120 at Prop Builder. 120 at ESPN. 111 at 105. Let me see if MGM's open. I'm not seeing anything, but get it. I got 6 jobs. I don't get it. Shopping for Maxey's threes over right now. All right, all they have out is alts, and they are at minus 125. No Vigas at even money. I don't know what the liquidity is. I'll have to go look. Strong versus pick and roll ball handler, decent in his zone. Okay, good call. I'm close here. I'm absolutely close here on Maxey 4+ threes. Love the volume. I mean, 9 attempts in every single game. Now, they do enter as fairly decent-sized dogs. Playing 39 minutes a game. He had 8 attempts in both games versus them last season. I don't expect Jared McCain to take really any field goal attempts away, especially with Embiid out. Man, I think I got to run this, man. I like it. We can get an even money at Hard Rock, a minus 111 offshore. 118 at DK. What's our DK boost for today? Do we have another threes boost? We got a Shaq boost. What's that about? 2 NBA profit boosts. The only reason I wouldn't play this is I think Cleveland could blow them out. I'm going to leave Maxi's threes as a lean for now. But I'm damn close. Actually, I'm writing that one down. We're going to come back to the end. At minimum, I think maybe we can put the 3+ in a lay. I lost my pen, boys. Just had it. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we had a few ladies in here yesterday. I appreciate all the engagement from y'all as well. I saw that. I appreciate that. Maxi, over 3.5 3-pointers made. Plus 100 at Hard Rock. All right, let's move on. We'll come back to that one, though. I think I get to that one today. Mobley, I don't have any strong reads on, especially with the question mark on Jared Allen. Hunter, he's questionable, so nothing for me there. Quentin Grimes, I think his role is going to get ate up by Jared McCann. Love him. I think he's a great player. Would love to see him get traded. Donnie had 35 in their one win by 10+. Only played 29 minutes in that game, still got it. They are awful versus pick and roll ball handlers. I think honestly maybe a little worse with Embiid. His defense is so bad. I guess Drummond will be picking up some minutes. Also not good he's a much better interior defender, but out of the pick and roll, he's still better. Don't get me wrong, but he's not great. 26.5 here also looks playable to me. $25.509. Okay, so there's a lot of 25.5s in the market. Let's go look at DK. That 25.5 minus 09 has got my name on it. 26 plus minus 09. What are we going to use our king of the court on too? $145 wager, $150 wager. Okay, we got it. I'm in there. I actually took this. Go ahead and get Donovan Mitchell in at 25.5. It's good. I'm good for it. Actually surprised DK let me get that much down. So shout outs. They're still pussies though. All right, let me get that to the banner. Maxi's close, but Mitchell was for sure. Not what I meant to do. Yeah, Donnie, that's just, what are we talking about? That's easy money right there. Maxi was close. Donnie is a no-brainer. DeAndre Hunter's line's at 4.5. He's over in 4 of his last 5. Jared Allen, questionable. Don't really think he's losing rotation minutes outside of his own illness. With the questionable designation, though, I'd chill. I think I'm good on this game. Otherwise, Maxi over 3s is a very close lean, and then Donovan Mitchell points over. I did run. Mitchell's 3s wouldn't be a bad look either because, oh, yeah, look at the price. They play that big drop. Oh, yeah, fuck no. I'd much rather take the points at 25.5. All right, yeah, we move. Next, we are at Brooklyn Indy. Man, this Indy team, I mean, they are just playing their hearts out. They'll just throw so many bodies at you, pressure you full court. Pascal's getting crazy usage. I honestly think it could be a good Pascal under game, but I'm not going to run it. I just got smoked on it last time or a little while ago. I think it was the Dallas game. Anyways, usage is going to be there. Field goal attempts are going to be there. Let me go see what my projections are. Fuck. I got to fix something real quick. Go here. Projections, Control F, Pascal. No. That's not what you got to do. You got to go here. All right. I fixed my error. Now let's see. Okay. No, I fucking didn't either. My apologies, fellas. I misclicked somewhere and fucked something up. All right, that's just got to be fixed after stream now. Okay, my projections for Pascal are 28 points, but Brooklyn likes to... Let me see how he matches up. No opinions on Pascal, man. Tough read with this Indiana team right now. Tough read. Isaiah Jackson, threes maybe? Not Isaiah Jackson. Naismith, threes. Jarris Walker. This is who I'm looking for right here. Okay, yeah. I remember, I think it was the Dallas game. I played Pascal's PRAs under in. And a couple of those were Pascal kickouts where I'm like, is he really going to drill another one? Not mad at Jarris Walker threes here, but the price is a little too high for me. What's the spread in this game? DK did move on that Mitchell line. 6.5 to the Pacers. Shout outs to the Pacers, man. They like to run players off the line. MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. unders don't look bad to me. I'm also not mad at some Cam Thomas overs points. We did just cash his RA unders. We might want to look at that again. I know it's a pace game, but what? DK's got an under 7.5 minus 131. I know it's a high pace game, but fuck. If they're there, I gotta run it. If DK's there, I gotta run it. Player combos. Assist plus rebounds over, under. They're there. All right, we're in there. All right, second play officially out. Let me see what this is. Make sure it's not Underdog NBA. Of course, my shit is freezing. I don't know. I might need a Twitter update. My shit be lagging. Rubber Band Rah Rah reposted it. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, that 7.5. I ran that joint. Davion Mitchell over 9.5 points. We'll give it a look. Shout outs Pete, Rubber Band Rah Rah, and Brett. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Mom Who Bets too. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Let me add the banner here real quick. All right, Cam Thomas, RA is good to go. I lean under Michael Porter Jr. shit. Also lean over Cam Thomas's points. DraftKings is at 19.5 on MPJ's points. I might have to hit that joint too real quick. I know it's a pace game. Let me go to the app real quick. Optics. I tell them we don't do no pillow, take no gossip. All right, so like in terms of power forwards, 33 to Giannis, not comparable. 15 to Kuzma, kind of comparable. 17 to Kuminga. I would say Kuminga's better in all assets, but shooting. Jalen Johnson, 22. Johnson, I think, is the better scorer, not shooter. Randall, 31, not comparable. That's enough of that. Let's run the Michael Porter Jr. under 19.5, 125 at DK. Hold on, I am depositing some more moolah. Deposit. Deposit. Deposit successful. Get a uni on it. All right, we in that bitch. Michael Porter Jr. under. Go ahead and get that in. All right, we in here. We in here. That's gonna do it for this game too. That's gonna do it for me in this game. Utah, Detroit. Let's see. It's probably a good spread here. Yeah, Detroit's 10-point favorites. Looks like they're coming off of a day's rest. Best kept secret in betting. Oh no! No! It's because he had 8 attempts last game, though. They gonna come back. We gotta just wait. They gonna come back. Man, this was 1.5 even money forever. We just gotta wait on it. They'll come back. We just gotta wait on it. That double price is wild. Walker Kessler is out, though. Nurk should get starter minutes. He played 31 last game. Hey, don't sleep on the plus 185 double-double for Nurk. Don't sleep on that at all, dog. Over in 5 of his last 6 when he plays those kind of minutes. Hey, don't sleep on that. Jalen Duran, always capable of being in foul trouble. Isaiah Stewart, always capable of being thrown out of game. I love Isaiah Stewart, but we can't sit here and pretend he's not a fight candidate any night. Man, Kyle's not really been getting the volume I was expecting out of him this year. That's why you see his line at a half at minus 182. Averaging 2.9 attempts. Opening night was 6, 6, 4, 3. That's kind of what I expected. We got a couple of ones stacked in here, I guess reduced minutes. Just going to have to see how his minutes round out and his volume rounds out. I don't have a confident lead. I would lean over, but I don't really like the minus 180. Let's move on to Cade, man. What do we think about Cade? Think he had like a 30 ball, 33 the other night? Yeah, 33 versus Memphis. Utah's played incredibly well versus pick and roll ball handlers. Let's go look. White's just struggled. Booker got a 30 ball, 36. Drew 27, Booker 34 again. Yeah, I understand why this number is so high. They allow a lot of assists from above the break. They also are pretty good versus pick and roll ball handlers. You'll see some blitzing here. And then that leaves a roll man wide open. And that's why Jalen Duran's line is so high. His average is 17, but you have that 33-point game, which I guess this 6 is an outlier as well. But he's under this line in more than half. And he is going to have a lot of good looks as the roll man there. A lot of good looks. Keontae George, I'm not touching him. I mean, until they got to trade somebody or something. I mean, what they did to Collier saying he's good to go and then not playing him is bullshit to me. So I don't even know what to think there. Markkanen, I guess he's going to pull a Thompson twin. Karis LeVert points under. It doesn't look like he got much extra run without Tobias. This line does feel a little high to me. Yeah, this line does feel a little high to me. Let's go 16 and a half, 112 at DK or 125 at ESPN, 119 at Prop Builder. I like the PRA unders here tonight. Has Detroit won any games by 10 or more? Yeah. Yeah, I can get behind Karis LeVert under 16.5 PRAs. PRA over under, view more. My app just died on me. All right, Utah, Detroit, player combos. PRA over under. Karis LeVert, he's there. All right, I got that in as well. Everything on DK this morning, I guess. You can also play that at ESPN or Prop Builder. Good call, John. Good call, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely like that Garrett Levine. Karis LeVert. Other than that, though, I think that's it for me. That's it for me in Utah versus Detroit. Now we're on to Washington, Boston. I don't want anything to do with this one to just keep it a buck. Middleton out, Tatum been out. Spreads 12, moving the wrong way. For it to be competitive, at least. I don't think these are cup games, right? Missy listed out for the Pelicans. All right, bro. I appreciate that, Max. Appreciate that. I definitely missed that. So good looking out. Good looking out. Definitely good looking out. Who the Pelicans have? Dallas. Maybe Cooper Flag upside there. Maybe. I like Anthony Simons over his threes tonight versus Washington. We cashed this versus the Pelicans, and I'm feeling a very similar read. I don't think he will lose minutes in a blowout. I think he'll actually get some more run. What to do? Let's go do what we normally do. Let's see someone similar Washington's played. Okay. Nope. Yep. I know this isn't A-to-A comparison, but the play types are comparable. And I want to see what LaMelo. Again, I'm not saying Anthony Simons is LaMelo Ball, but play style is kind of similar. I want to see how LaMelo treated the pick and roll and how they treated LaMelo in the pick and roll. You see that big drop? Simons is pulling up off of that drop. He might not take that shot, but he's pulling up off of a drop. I'd like to see a little bit cleaner pick and roll action here. This one looks a little nicer. Oh my God, that's awful. Oh my Lord. Is that how they're going to play every pick and roll? No wonder this team can't win a fucking game. Look at the defense there. I mean, is that what they're being taught, or is that just the switch is better? I know I'm not a big fan of the switch, but Christ, if you can't do anything else, switch that shit. What are we talking about? All right, I've seen enough. Oh shit, my fault. Trey Murphy over. We'll have to look at it. I'm not mad at it off rip because the Zion injury. Jordan Poole looked pretty decent last night as a facilitator. Can't find anything in this game. It's a hard game, man. You know, my favorite read is Simon's threes for sure, without a doubt. We just all witnessed that big drop. If you wanted to go see Simons versus a similar team, you could go back and watch the Pelicans game or the Philly game where he got 3 of them. Philly plays that big drop. He had 9 attempts. There's no way. I don't see a reality with where he has less than 6 attempts tonight. And I think that's even low, like 7, 8, 9. I think is what we're seeing. So that's my closest to a straight bet right there. And then, yeah, I'm going to keep it pushing on this game. Like, I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it. Minnesota versus New York. Cat is questionable. Anthony Edwards are both questionable. Both true questionables, I think, not even probables. Let me confirm that before we move. NBA underdog. Jordan Poole now listed questionable. I was just getting ready to speak on that Pelicans game. And then I did see Anthony Edwards participated in shoot around. That's right. So I would lean more probable there. Rudy's not stepping out. Plus the drop off of a pick and roll. Volume's going to be all over this. Since when is Murphy more? You mean injury wise? Yeah, seriously. Facts. All right. Let's just say Towns 2+3s is a good lay piece. It's -150. I'm not going to run it straight, but I don't hate it in a lay. Brunson's under in 4 straight versus Minnesota, including both last season. One of them he only played 29 minutes. Terrible versus pick and roll ball handlers, as we spoke. They run that drop. Like the most clear drop in the league when specifically when Rudy's on the floor. 27.5, 28.5. It's mostly 27.5. FanDuel's the only 28.5. I lean over 27.5 for Brunson here. I lean over 27.5. They play that big drop. So yeah, I lean over Brunson. The field goal attempts are definitely going to be there. I've seen there's some books offering FGAs. I mean, if I had to put a number out on his field goal attempts, I'm very confident in 21 plus, 22 plus. Versus this big drop, I'd be very confident in like a 22 plus. Isaiah, I appreciate the like, bro. Appreciate you for tapping in live at noon Eastern every single, Monday to Saturday. So appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. If you haven't already, drop a like, drop a retweet, man. Help me go to brand, help me grow the page. I appreciate y'all for real. Price isn't incredible, but DiVincenzo threes. Yes. DiVincenzo's threes make a lot of sense, even with Ant back. Especially if you're talking about like the 2+ as a lay piece as well. What's the price? Oh no, I'm at the 3+. I'm tripping. 150 on the 3+. I feel very similar to this, John, as I do Towns. Actually, I love the 3+. Yeah, I love the 3+ as a lay piece as well. 1,000% agree. For giggles and shits, I see it's the same game, so we're gonna get shitty value. M Knight, appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Appreciate the like, appreciate the retweet. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Do we want to lay that Dante 3, Towns 2? What are the odds? Let's go shop around a little bit. Also, what are these Shaq boosts talking about? Let me see what these bad boys are. Opt-in, 2 profit boost, 25% double-double parlay, 25% SGP or SGP plus, 3 legs. I wonder if I could find a third leg in this game. I know I could. Player threes, we said Dante 3, Towns 2. We need one more leg for an SGP in this game. I kind of want to go just Brunson over his points. Ant first game back off injury. Hey, Brunson 25+ actually gets me there. Let's run this SGP right now. My max bet is 0.2, so let's run that joint though. With the boost at DK, I get plus 381. Low key, I'm not mad. If you tailed Giddy yesterday, I'm not mad. Okay, good looking, John. Good looking, John. So you can get that at FanDuel with the 50% or DK, either way. Let me add that sprinkle little parlay. This one's a 0.2. Brunson 25. Towns 2+. And DiVincenzo 3+. All right, I really like that. I really like that lay for us today. And yeah, I'll try to cook up one with that FanDuel. And then we got to get the double joint too. So we'll keep that in the back of our mind. Hart's minutes have been super reduced, so nothing with me, nothing for Hart. Y'all know I'm just a WVU fan, so I always got to check in on Deuce. I think Deuce could hit 2 tonight. He only played 15 minutes last night, though, so you got to be careful with his minutes. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this game. I talked to some people this morning that were on Clarkson 15 in back-to-back games. When he's in, he's going to chuck. So I'm not mad at any Clarkson bets either. But nothing official for me with Clarkson either. All right, Houston, Memphis. This Memphis team's ugly. Like, just 8-point dogs. Doesn't seem like they have any chemistry. I'm not going to run PRA unders for Senguns. I dare you. I dare you to guess what 2 days I bet on that motherfucker's PRAs. Take wild guesses. Take 2 wild fucking guesses. This one, the first one, double overtime. We were chilling if that bitch didn't go to double overtime. I'm lying to y'all. I took PRAs in the first one. I took rebounds in the second one. He had 9 goals. He had 7 to end the game, regulation. He had 4 in the next 2 overtimes. Anyways, I digress. What I'm saying is I'm not betting on his ass. I believe it was 2 days ago, I was really teetering on Jaren Jackson Jr. under 20.5. I can't remember which one of these games it was. It very well could have been this one. It very well could have been this one. He's playing so tight to that number, and my projections are always so tight to like 18, 19. They're always right there. No Adams, but the Rockets haven't been running the double big. They've been going Jabari at the 4, but he's questionable. So I don't know what the lineup would be. I mean, they're so big. They could run, if they really wanted to, they could go Reed 1, Thompson 2. You got Sengun at the 4. KD could play 3 or 4. If Jabari Smith goes, he obviously starts. Oh, Okogie would start. Yeah, Okogie at 2. Yeah. 100%. I used to hate running assists versus Houston. It's not been the same this year. I think they're still lower. Yeah, they're 19th this year. If you know, you know. Last year, their unders, like a point guard's under versus the Rockets was money up until like January when the books caught on. I don't feel the same way this year. Obviously, they've not played the same. John says he likes the Sengun assists. I don't hate that look. Ooh, it's a high number. John, I like a 6+ on that or something, but I think the 6.5 worries me just a little bit. 6.5 worries me just a little bit. KD just isn't getting the volume he deserves to be getting. I think eventually they get that fixed. They need a traditional point guard. They just don't have one. So much so that I'm not backing his 25.5, even though I feel like the over should be free there. Maybe a jaw PAs. Let me go see where I come in at John Morant. Oh, that's right. I have to go to my Excel sheet because this shit was fucking up. Hold on. Excel. John Moran, I have exactly at 21 points, 7.21 assists, and 3 rebounds. So I'm really close to market there. Going to be nothing official. Kevin Durant, 26.78 points. So I lean over, but not enough value. 5.63 on his boards. I would lean over there at plus money. Assists, I would lean under, actually. I come in at about 2.8. So that 3.5 minus 125 is good to go. Outside of that, though, Amon Thompson, I'm at 17.6. Right with market. 5.93 on his boards. I lean under here. I would lean under Amon Thompson's boards here. I'm at 5.6. You can get under 6.5 for plus money. That one is actually Amon Thompson. Yeah, I lean under that 6.5 rebounds at plus money. I'm going to leave it as a lean for now, but I do lean under. I could see the over there. I would prefer to water it down to 6+. I don't see many alts up yet, so might have to wait on that. But yeah, Sengun over assist, I'm not mad at. KD under assist is a lean, but I'm probably not going to have anything official in this game, at least not for right now. I didn't have any late ads yesterday. I mentioned there could have been. I didn't actually get to any. Trying to see what those plays were. I was close on Brandon Ingram. He didn't get it. I'm glad I stayed off of there. I was close on Giannis overs. I didn't get it because of the back-to-back. I'm glad I stayed off there. Jalen Johnson was one. Yeah, I think we leave this as a lean as well. We move. We've got a large slate. Pelicans versus Dallas. A lot of injury news. We now know Zion's out for a little bit. Missy now questionable. And then I saw Jordan Poole was added to the questionable tag. Dallas obviously down Anthony Davis. Kyrie Irving still down. Lively's going to miss another game. Gafford's on a minutes limit. Price is crazy, but I'm not mad at the over 5.5 on D'Lo. Assists, D'Lo 5.5. Basically, everyone's 6.5. Okay. Looks like this one opened 5.5 at a good number, and I was just late to it. So if you got the 5.5, good play. If not, I don't know. 6.5 might be a little high. Would be a better matchup for points than threes, I think, with Poole in this one. He is questionable now, though, so I would probably just stay off of this. Trey Murphy, I mean, the line looks high because of all the injuries, but the volume and usage is going to have to be there. You pray for a competitive game. Whoever requested Trey, I can't remember, might have been Max, might have been John. John, I would lean over. Oh, it's Max. Max, I would lean over. You almost, I think, my opinion, you want Poole to play, though. I mean, you want, he can create. You almost want Poole to play in that one, in my opinion. Jeremiah Fears should get extended minutes if Poole misses. I could see Fears having a good game, but again, with this game, it's kind of ugly. There's a lot of injuries, some questionables, nothing official for me entering that game. Miami, Denver. I think I saw Jamal Murray probable. Did we speak on that before? Denver's a 9.5-point favorite in this game. Yeah, I think Jamal Murray was probable. Norman Powell should be back. Should be no issues there. Miami has been interesting this year in the sense that we always have known them to be this. Oh, Max Christie threes. Hey, John, AJ Green got 3 threes last night. Do you know if he got his 4th? I know he got 3. I know he got his 3. But yeah, let me circle back there. Former Laker. This is another one I don't hate as a lay piece. Price is high, so I don't know if I'm running it straight. And again, I want to reiterate something because I say that a lot, and I don't want it to come off the wrong way. It is a great bet. Some could argue a better bet to play a minus 150 that should be minus 200 than playing a plus 400 then should be a plus 450. 350. So don't let my saying that tell you that that's always a bad bet. That is far, far, far from the truth. And I don't want to be portraying that. So there's plenty of minus 150s that are great straight bets. Just putting that out there. That being said, I'm not running this. Price does have something to do with it. But if I believed this should be 3.5 even money and they gave me 1.5 minus 150, I would nuke this. So I just don't believe that. I think 2.5 even money is probably closer to true, and then we're not that far off. We're actually probably still there. I mean, this might be one of those scenarios where I actually think there is straight value. Site will be done soon that automatically correlates that or calculates that for us. Should be done very, very soon. After I get off stream today, that's what I'm finishing up. All right, that being said, I'm gonna leave that as just a lean, but it's a good lay piece. Circling back to this Miami game, first of all, Jamal Murray probable, but still could miss. Miami's been a lot different. Miami's been a lot different this year because they've scored more points and they've not stopped the opponent's best player. Check 3-point made for Murphy. Trey? You said Murphy and not Murray, right? Murphy, yeah. Damn, 5, 5, and 5. But I think they're really good from above the break. You have to get on the mobile app to see that. Yeah, he's scoring 60% of his points from above the break. They've allowed the second fewest and the fewest points to spot ups. Second fewest points and fewest points to spot ups. I'm not mad at it though. I see the read. I mean, honestly, that might be your lay pair right there. If you wanted to run those two. I mean, you could run this straight up to 135. Yeah, my biggest fear, Max, is that first and above the break scoring, meaning the fewest. Let me see if I can get a good representation of that on the app. Trey, 3-pointers made, matchup F, defensive rank first, second fewest versus Yeah, see, you can't see it, but if you go to the mobile app, let me just go full screen for a second. It'll help. If you go to the mobile app, you can see here above the break scoring, Dallas has allowed the fewest points. And you can see Trey Murphy scoring 60% of his points from there. I think it's a tough matchup. I don't hate it. I mean, he's at 5 in back-to-back, so I don't hate it, but it is a difficult matchup. All right, circling back to that Denver game. No real opinions on Jokic's points. With Powell back, I would slightly lean under here. Looks like there were some 20.5s earlier, and this one's already got played down. So it looks like I was on the right side, missed the best number. I'll leave it as a lean. I don't have anything on Valanciunas today. Nothing on Ware. Jamal Murray could be interesting. They've not been good versus pick and roll ball handlers. This line's split between 20.5 and 21.5. FanDuel 20.5, DK 21, Fanatics 20, Pinnacle 21, ESPN 20, ProfitX 21, Rivers 20, Caesars 21, BetOnline 20, Hard Rock 21. I would lean over the 20.5 though. That's the closest I get to anything. Yeah, 20.5 is the closest I get. Lean over there. Someone did ask about Davion Mitchell's points over. I'm more interested in a Davion Mitchell assists. I'm more interested in his assists than his points. I think Night Fox, you were the one that asked about that. No, it was Goya. Yeah, I like Davion Mitchell's assists better than his points if I had to go anywhere there. So sad that people keep betting on his points. I haven't been. I'm not mad at Larson under points. I'm not mad at it one bit. I would definitely lean that way. Cam Johnson could find his way into a couple easy threes. He's only cleared this line once this season, so I mean, I'm not tempted to take it. But that being said, he could find his way into a couple easy quick ones. Not necessarily in love with Aaron Gordon unless Jamal were to not go. Khalil Ware over his threes. Okay, we'll look at it. I'm not mad at any Norman Powell points over either. 20 plus minus 125. Not mad at that. Would lean over there. Khalil Ware's threes. What is it? One at 110. Jokic doesn't necessarily love to step out to that three-point line either. He will, but he will almost let you make one before he does. Yeah, John, I like it. You know, a big thing for me, and I always speak on this, is yeah, I mean, it's worth a sprinkle. Minutes and volume is what I love to pride myself on spotting, and I don't say I have a good read on either of those. My read is probably 15 to 22 minutes for Khalil Ware, with probably 1 to 2 3-point attempts. You know, he might stretch into the 3 or the 4, but he's probably at 1 to 2. So it's probably a good look in terms of the shot. He's not going to be forcing threes, but minutes and volume are hard for me to spot, so I'll keep that one just as a lean. Look, I think Jokic triple-double could be worth a sprinkle. Actually, we got that double-double lay. If we could use a triple-double in it, you know, maybe use Jokic there. But nothing official in that game either. I'm not forcing. All right, we got Lakers Spurs tonight. My Lakers versus the Spurs. Luka versus Wemby. What's the spread in this game? Lakers are 2-point favorites at home. I think Reeves may have the questionable note on this. I'm actually pretty confident in that. Gabe out, Hayes day-to-day, Reeves day-to-day. Yeah, Reeves is questionable. I think he could go. And then De'Aaron Fox is right on the line. You know, I think JJ's a great coach. I don't know that Ayton's necessarily a great matchup, especially points-wise. I'm not afraid of any Wemby overs. Ayton, on the other hand, you know, he's played great, but this is a whole different beast. I'm probably staying away from Ayton in this one as well. The Spurs are very good versus pick-and-roll ball handlers, but Luka is his own animal. Probably not getting to his overs today, but I'm not mad at it. 32.5 is a big number, though. Lean over the RAs. I do lean over Luka's RAs. Castle should have a good little run here in between Harper coming back and Fox coming back. I always have a hard time trying to figure out who to target, Vassell or Castle, and I feel like whichever one I target is the wrong side. So if I'm leaning Castle today, Vassell's probably a good look. Probably good with a Rui 2+ 3-pointers made. Last season, 3 on 4 attempts and 2 on 4 attempts versus San Antonio. Looks like Champagne will be his matchup, so maybe I actually like the points even more. I'm willing to take a flyer here. 114 at FanDuel. Hold on, let me see one other thing before we officially go, but I think this is good. They have Rui listed as a small forward on props.cash. He's not the small forward in the lineup. Yeah, I mean, they're starting Luka, Reeves, Smart, Rui, Ayton. Smart's not the 4, so yeah, I know I like this spot a lot. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run it, I think. Matchup data. Oh yeah, let me go here. San Antonio, 5th from above the break. Man, I just think I gotta run this, Rui. FanDuel at 114. 2-point game. Lakers, 2+ threes. 113 on the 2+. Player threes. Player made threes. 114. Yeah, so the 2+ is a better price. Do I go full unit here, or do I have some conviction and go a half a unit here? The thing is I do worry about the volume. I do think the volume's like a top of like 5 or 6. So I mean, your floor of shooting percentage is 33%, and he's shooting 40% on the season. So not necessarily due regression. I think I'm just putting that in a lay. I'm not going to run it as a straight. But it's a lay piece. I prefer the threes over anything else. Reeves, we'll see if he goes. If he goes, that 23.5 line is too low. Yeah, dude, I feel it. That's why I just talked myself off of it. I lean over. I'll probably put it in a lay, but as a straight, I'm going to stay off of it. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me in this Lakers game. I know people wanted like a Wemby and Luka crazy. Maybe we put a parlay together at the end, but let's try to get through all the straights. It's got a massive slate, 11 games, hour and 15 in. We still got 2 to go. Champagne 2+ threes. Rui can get out to the perimeter a lot better than some other 4s, so I think there's some issues there. OKC Portland, permission to skip. Oh, it's only a 4-point spread. OKC is banged the fuck up. Banged up off of a back-to-back. Chet should be good to go on the back-to-back. Shout outs Prop Bomb for the engagement, bro. I appreciate you. You're definitely an inspiration early on. Under's GOAT back in the day. If you know, you know. If you remember, you remember. Shout outs Prop Bomb now. Appreciate you for tapping in, brother. Appreciate you for tapping in. I wanted to go look at Shea's assists a little more in this game. What we can do is we can go here. Keontae been on demon time. Yo, him and Collier might be a nasty little backcourt together. Surprisingly, I would probably lean under for Shea's assist there. I know it looks the chart doesn't display it, but I'm also not going to run it just to lean. Probably need to be at 29.5, 110 the run is over. Probably need to be at 32.5, 110 to run is under. I think there's some lines close on each way. We've spoke about this in years past as well. His like 28 to 32 median. It's funny when you really get into like tracking players, you'll see which players are super consistent. Like Shea, Bam, not so much this year, but in years past. Jaren Jackson Jr. this year been quite consistent. Cade has had a couple breakout games, 230 balls in his last 3, but otherwise was quite consistent. We'll see how that adjusts. But yeah, just some things you notice. Storch, I do lean under the 6.5, but it's not official. I do lean under the 6.5 though. Lou Dort is a questionable. He did not come back into the game last game, so there's definitely some question marks in this game with injuries. Any requests in this game? I don't have any Chet's threes. I didn't see this. Wiggins rebounds, okay. Aaron Wiggins, right? You're not asking about Andrew. So I don't hate it. I mean, wait, I don't know what you're on. I would lean the under. I don't know if that was what you were inferring or not. Would lean under there, Storch. Nothing official. Chet under his threes, clinging the matchup. Jeremy Grant, more Jeremy Grant, I would assume. Minus 132 under in both versus Portland last year. Wait, is that this year, Portland? No, okay, that was last year, Portland. Not mad at I think the volume is sub 5. Second and threes allowed. Near the bottom for power forwards and centers as well. Storch, I lean under for Aaron Wiggins. John, Chet threes has potential. Under, just like you said. 132 at FanDuel, 31 at DK, 30 at Fanatics, 30 at ESPN. Rui had 2. Both times they played him. And Draymond and Randall each had 3. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I would lean under. Without a doubt, would lean under. Without a doubt, would lean under. Let me go to my model real quick. Not Pelicans, Thunder. 3-pointers made. Okay, so no, I just looked at my model. My model's at 2.06. It's early season. I think this Atlanta game has a little bit of an outlier baked into it. So I'd leave this as a lean, John. My model doesn't agree with it, but I can see the read. Any other requests in this game? Otherwise, probably jump out of this one as well. Nothing official. Competitive game. Just some question marks with availability. And no strong reads for me on this one. Let me see. Have we released anything since the DiVincenzo joint? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should have 5 on there, though. 1, 2, 3. We only have 3 on here. We do not have Karis LeVert under 16.5. My fault. And then what else did we bet in here? Michael Porter Jr. under 19.5. Cool. All right. Moving on to the next game and the last game. Golden State versus – there's a lot of injury news in this one. Levine, Sabonis, Jimmy, Horford. Not a lot of lines. Probably like Levine at 23, 22.5 if he goes, though. Especially if it would be Levine, yes. Jimmy, no. 22.5, 02 with DK. Log back in. Go fuck off. Gotta log in real quick. Send the code. Got it. Sacramento, Golden State. Player points. Levine 22.5 minus 02. I'll take that. Again, if he doesn't play, it voids, so I'm comfortable taking that this early. Westbrook, not so much. He's very reliant. His usage will be on who is and isn't in the game. That line moved a lot since this morning, I guess understandably so with the Jimmy news. DeMar definitely gets a bump, no Levine. I'll give this a refresh, see if anything new popped up. But if not, we'll get out of here. About an hour and a half in, so not bad with as big of a slate as it was. You got a few more things on the menu. Sabonis double-double just because of that double-double lay. But low-key, Westbrook double-double would be a good piece in that lay as well. $12.5 feels a little high, but I don't necessarily believe that it's wrong. Kuminga's line just keeps jumping. Jimmy's line does feel just slightly high. Could be a very high-tempo game here, though. Is Malik Monk questionable? No, he's good to go. Okay. Again, no Levine. I think Bump gets a really nice bump here. Monk gets a really nice bump here, yes. Yeah, I'm not going to attack this game without more injury news. We got a lot going on there. So we have 5 plays out right now officially. I definitely have some leans. Probably will try to get some extra stuff out on the timeline. As you can tell, I haven't moved my office, as I said I have. Oh, real quick, let's talk about tomorrow. We'll recap today, and then we'll be out of here. 1 NBA game, 1 NFL game tomorrow. I'm still going to go live at noon. I'm hopeful. That one only takes a half hour. Got a lot of other shit in building the model, building the website, and just my personal fucking life. I've got to try to get done tomorrow. So we're going to be in and out in a half hour. That is my goal. Maybe 45 minutes. Hopefully it's a great recap from the day, 5-0. Really, I think there's 4 straights in LA. But yeah, that's the plans for tomorrow. And then live Friday, Saturday, off on Sunday, back to our normal paid programming. All right, real quick, recapping today's shit. Let me get Zach Levine in here just in case. I know the views always go up, so I know we got people that come in and rewatch the recap. If that is you, appreciate you for tapping in. Drop a like and a retweet for your boy. I know I've been putting money in y'all's pockets all season, up 15.97 units on the season. So Joel Embiid listed out. We already knew that was coming. What else do we got here from Underdog? McCain listed out. I did not see that one coming. I really thought he was going to give it a go. Let's see if we have anything else. That looks like all right now. I really thought McCain was going to give it a go. Everything's probably locked, but I like that maxi threes more now. They might not lock it. I don't know. Paul George listed out. I think we all assumed that one as well. McCann is the one that's a little bit of a surprise to me. I thought he was ready to go. Nothing's locked, so I don't think they give a shit. Maxi's still at 4 plus minus 09. Okay, FanDuel just pulled it off the market. So where are they going? Was Hard Rock really at plus 05 this whole time and I didn't fucking see it? I would have smacked the shit out of that. I got to be better. Okay, they really just opened at minus 120. Yeah, my fault. What did I put? Yep. Yeah, I wish we could get just the 16.5 points, but no, PRAs, my fault. Let me get that fixed. My fault. Yeah, I wish we could get just under 16.5 points. Yeah, PRAs, good call, Aaron. Good call, Aaron. Like and subscribe if you're on the YouTube. Appreciate y'all. We've been slowly growing over there. I'm more focused on the Twitter numbers, but all right, I'm gonna just leave Maxi off of my card. Don't be surprised if you see the late ad. I'm gonna recap everything and then we're gonna get up out of here. To win 1 unit, Donovan Mitchell over 25.5 points. To win 1 unit, Cam Thomas under 7.5 RAs. To win 1 unit, Michael Porter Jr. under 19.5 points. To win 1 unit, Karis LeVert under 16.5 PRAs. My apologies on the mix-up. And to win 1 unit, Zach LaVine over 22.5 points. Also have a 0.2 unit DraftKings boost. It was one of the Shaq boosts. Brunson 25, Cat 2 threes, Dante DiVincenzo 3 threes. Keep an eye out on the timeline. We still got the double-double parlay we can use. And I still haven't used my FanDuel 50%. But that's all I have for now. I do appreciate y'all for tapping in. Best of luck today. If you haven't already, drop a like, drop a retweet. I appreciate it. Best of luck today. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Until then, man, let's go.